Good morning, students. So today we are going to start our first chapter of geography, and the name of chapter is Earth and Solar System. So we are going to understand about our Earth, and along with the Earth we are going to understand the whole solar system that is there in the sky. Okay, so that is there in the universe. So what is the main learning outcomes that is created down here? How the universe came into existence. We came to know how the universe actually where we are living down. So how all such kind of a things came into existence, how stars are arriving down here. We going to understand about the stars and the solar system and other celestial bodies. Okay, so in the introductory part, definitely when we look at the sky, we often wonder down from where all such kind of a things came, from where the star came, from where the planet came, from where the celestial bodies came there. Although no possible tracement will be there, so although it is kind of impossible to trace the origin of these heavenly body, but the Belgium priest is there that gives us the concept that is most acceptable theory for this is Big Bang theory. Most of the people have a faith in the Big Bang theory, that the Big Bang theory is depicting down the formation of the existence of the universe, how the formation of universe occurs down and how it has existed down in the further extent. So the most various theories are also there, अलग-अलग theories हैं इनकी, लेकिन जो सबसे ज़्यादा acceptable theory है that is Big Bang theory, and that is given by the Belgium priest. Okay, so the universe also consisted down the various stars are there, planets are there, satellites are there, asteroids are there, meteors are there, comets are there. So all such kind of things when collectively came together, that all make a universe. Okay, so here is about the Big Bang theory. You just have to read the extract, and now I am just going to switch directly to the questions. Which theory tell us about the origin of the universe? The most acceptable theory for that is the Big Bang theory. That is one who tells us about the origin of our universe. How long ago did the Big Bang take place? It is around 10 to 20 billion years ago. Okay, how did the universe evolve after the Big Bang? The Big Bang evolved all known matters and energy of the universe to spring from some ancient and unknown type of energy. They can't be sure exactly how the universe evolved after the Big Bang, but many scientists believe that the universe was in an extremely hot and dense state which begins to cool after the explosion. The matter eventually condensed into the stars and galaxies of our present universe. Okay, so further there is a Galileo Galilei, was an Italian astronomer who was the first to study about the universe with the help of telescope. Definitely we can able to see the universe with the help of only telescopes. So the Galileo Galilei was the first person who study about the universe with the help of telescope. Okay, so starting up with the star. Star is a very big in size. Okay, so it is kind of a big ball of burning gases that produce its own heat and light. Some of the stars are there that we can able to see up with our naked eyes, मतलब बिना कुछ पहने हम कई stars को देख सकते हैं on our eyes. We don't need to put on shades on our eyes. With the naked eyes we just able to see some of the stars, but some of the stars are there that are so much far from the earth that we are not able to see those stars with our naked eyes. Do you know, students, the sun is also a star, because we came in the definition that star is a big ball of burning gases which produce its own heat and light. Okay, so the sun is there. We all are aware that sun is one who produce down or generated heat and light, and it look big in size because of the proximity to the planet of earth. Okay, So star consists a cluster of group, जो अलग से cluster of group होता है, that is known as galaxies, and Proxima Centauri is the nearest known star to the sun. Sun से सबसे ज़्यादा near star कौन सा है? That is the Proxima Centauri. Okay. So the distance between the star is measured in the terms of the light years. So now we are going to understand about the galaxies. Here we came to know about only the term what is galaxies. Star exist in the cluster or the groups are known as galaxies. So now we are going to understand about galaxy, and we are just going to check out in which galaxy we all are living. Okay. So galaxies, the cluster और जो एक काफ़ी सारा झुंड, here is the galaxy made down, that is Andromeda galaxy. So you just look out the picture how it looks like. The cluster of star, dust and gases collectively form down the galaxy. Okay. So in the universe it is not like that there is a one or two galaxies. So there are millions of galaxies in the universe, and the name of our galaxy is the Milky Way galaxies, that is also known as Akash Ganga. Okay. So why it is named as a Milky Way galaxy? Because when we look at the galaxy, we find that everything is there in a white color band or a white faint band. So that's why we gave our galaxy name as a Milky Way galaxy. Okay. It is a spiral shaped galaxy, and it believed that it exists around 13.6 billion year ago. और उसके जो सबसे ज़्यादा close galaxy है, that is Andromeda galaxy. That galaxy is known as Andromeda galaxy. Okay. So that is just a 4 light away from that. Okay. Galaxies, definitely we can able to view of the galaxies with the telescopes. The Keck telescope in Hawaii is the biggest of the world that can detect the million galaxies together. So this one is the Keck telescope that is there in the world that help us to detect down the millions of the galaxies. Okay. So the 3 different types of galaxies are there. The spiral is there, elliptical is there, irregular is there. So we are living in a spiral shaped galaxy. Spiral shaped galaxy is there, that is Milky Way galaxy, and we are living there. Okay. So further now we are going to understand about the constellations. There are students around 88 constellation in all. Okay. So it is kind of recognizable shape and pattern in the sky, and that is known as constellation. The Great Bear is there, Usha Major is there, that is present in the northern sky. So the Great Bear, here I am just showing you how it looks like. It is a kind of a long handled spoon, and it is also known as the Big Dipper. Here you may check out, it is actually forming down, the constellation is the one that is forming down any of the shape that is representing in the sky. Okay. So in the Hinduism it is also known as the Saptarishi. Why it is known as the Saptarishi? Because the 7 holy sages are there that is represented with these constellations. Okay. So further the point, it pointed toward the North Pole, and the pole stars lie directly above the North Pole, and which make it very easier to navigate and locate the direction towards the north in the absence of even the magnetic compass. The well-known constellations are there, Orions are there, Major are there, Hydra is there, so Canis is there. So these are the main constellations that are there in our universe. So which is the nearest spiral galaxy to the Milky Way? As we came to know, the nearest spiral galaxy that is there in the Milky Way, that is Andromeda galaxy. So students, now we are going to switch to about the solar system, a complete solar system. So how it looks like from where it came into existence. So it is believed that it has been formed billions of years ago. So how it forms down with the explosion of giant gas and dust clouds. So when the explosion took place, so after that the solar system came into the existence. The word solar is deriving down from the Latin word that is a sun. Okay, so the family of a sun comprising down 8 planets, and along with the 8 planets there are 150 satellites are there as well. Some of the solar systems are 8 planets are there. The sun is there that lies in the center of the solar system, and 8 planets are there that revolve around its fixed elliptical path, and that was known as the orbit. Okay, so starting up with the solar system. So in the solar system, as we came to know, there is a sun, the different planets are there. So now we are going to discuss down about all of them in complete detail. So sun is of the largest object. So here is a picture of solar system given in your book. So sun is considering as the largest object in the solar system, as it contains 99.8% of total mass of solar system, and it is mainly made up of hydrogen and of helium gas, and as it is about 150 million kilometer away from the earth, and its light rays reaches around about 8 minutes to reach us. Okay, so the temperature that is there are around 6000 degrees Celsius. The light of the sun is reflected the planet, which allow us to see them. So the sun is a kind of a very hottest planet, this kind of a very hottest star that is there in the universe. So you can able to understand how much hot it is. It is made up of the hydrogen and the helium gases, and the temperature that is there is around 6000 degrees Celsius, and around 8 minutes are there that took place to reach the light of the sun at the earth. Okay, so along with the earth, the sun, there are the various planets as well, from where the word planet came. Okay, the planet are the heavenly body that revolves around the sun in a fixed orbit. Okay, so the Mercury is there, Venus is there, Earth is there, Mars is there, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, these all are considering down the planets that are actually revolving around the sun in a fixed orbit. The planet word came from the Greek word that is meaning of that is wanderer. Okay, so further the various planets that are there in our solar system, that is the Mercury, Venus. Here I am telling you the name of these planets in a proper sequence wise and their distance from the sun as well. Mercury is quite near to the sun, here you can check out, and along with that there is a Venus, and after that Earth is there, Mars is there, Jupiter is there, Saturn is there, Uranus is there, and Neptune is there. Some of the planets are considering as an outer planet. On the contrary, some of the planets are considering down the inner planet. So the terrestrial planets that are there are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, because they are very hard in the rocky surface. They have a very hard and rocky surface. On the contrary, there are outer planets that are known as the Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Okay, so the further we are going to discuss down in detail about these planets, how it look like and what are the main features of these planets. Firstly, there is a Mercury. So when we discuss about the Mercury, Mercury is considering to be the smallest planet, and it is the hottest planet because of its closest to the sun. So starting up from the inner planet, firstly we will discuss about the inner planet, and after that we will came to know about the outer planet. We are just going to understand the main features of the different planet. The first one is there Mercury. Mercury is considered as the smallest planet, and it is the hottest planet because of its closeness to the sun. As we can able to see in this picture as well, the Mercury is so close to the sun, and that is the why it is considered to be the very hottest planet, because we all are aware that sun is considering to be a burning star. So that is the reason the Mercury is considering to be the hottest planet from all of the planet, and it takes about 116 days to complete one orbit around rotation there. Okay, so distance from the sun of the about Mercury is around 58 kilometer, and time for one revolution is 88 days. So So the second here is Venus. Venus is considering to be the brightest object in the sky, and it is known as the morning star that is visible even before the sunrise, and this is also known as the evening star as well. The distance from sun is 108 kilometer, and it takes around 225 days to complete one revolution. And for the third planet is Earth, and we all are aware that it is known as a blue planet. Because why it is known as a blue planet? Because water bodies are available in the Earth's surface. We are living in the Earth's surface, and that is the reason that it is kind of just because of these water bodies, the survival on the Earth's surface is quite easier as well. So this planet is known as the third planet from the sun, and Earth is the fifth largest planet from out of all the planets. Okay, so it is from the 150 kilometer away from the sun, and we all are aware that it take around 365 and 1/4 days in completing out the one revolution. Okay, so further the next one is related with Mars. Mars is considering to be the fourth planet from the sun, and it is known as the red planet as well, because the appearance of Mars is kind of reddish in color. It is in a red color, and it is considering down to be the second smallest planet in the solar system. From the if we talk about the distance from sun, it is around 228 kilometer away from the sun, and it takes 1 year and 322 days to complete down their revolution. So these are the main inner planet, and for now we are going to discuss about the outer planet. So main outer planets are there. Jupiter is there. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. सबसे बड़ा planet कौन सा है solar system में? That is the Jupiter, and the fifth planet from the sun, and the distance from sun to Jupiter is it considered as a fifth planet from the sun, and it is popularly known as the gas giant, and it is named after the god name, Roman god name Jupiter. Okay, so the distance from sun is around 778 kilometer, and it took 11 years 315 days to complete one revolution. Further, the next one is related with the Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet after the Jupiter, because we came to know that the Jupiter is considering to be the first largest planet. So Saturn is coming after the Jupiter, and this is considering to be the sixth planet from the sun, and it is surrounded with 9 proximate rings made of dust particle. Here when you check out the Jupiter, so there are rings behind the Jupiter. So these rings are made up of dust particle, rocks and ice. So the distance from sun is around 1427 kilometer, and it took around 29 years and 167 days to complete one revolution around the sun, because the distance there is very much high. Okay, so further the next one is related with the Uranus. There is a ring around Uranus. Here if you check out, the ring is there around the Uranus, and it is the seventh planet from the sun, and it is quite of tilt from the axis. थोड़ा सा ये अपने axis से क्या है, मुड़ा हुआ है, 90 डिग्री के एंगल से ये मुड़ा हुआ है. It is kind of look like a giant wheel, and distance from sun is around 2872 kilometer, and it took the time period that it took down to complete down the one revolution around the sun is 84 years and 7 days. The ninth one is representing the Neptune. Neptune is considered to be the 8th planet from the sun, and it is named after the Roman god of the seas, and it is considered as a coldest planet. Why it is considered as a coldest planet? Because it is very much away from the sun. That is the main reason it is considering as an coldest planet. Okay, so here are few questions given, so let us revise these questions. What are included down there? What is a star? So star is a big ball of burning gases which produce its own heat and light. What is the name of our galaxy where we are living? That is Milky Way galaxy. Okay, so what is the Big Dipper called in Hinduism? That is Saptarishi. And which two gases in the sun made up of? Helium and hydrogen is there. which is the hottest planet? The hottest planet is there, that is Mercury. Okay, so one brainstorm is also given here, so let's just explore about this brainstorm as well. Why does Venus appear as the brightest planet from the Earth? Because it is relatively near to the Earth. So students, always remember the sequence that which planet is considering to be the more near, and first planet there is Mercury, after the Mercury there is a Venus, third planet where we all are living, that is known as the Earth, fourth planet is Mars, where we actually searching out our life, fifth planet there that included in the outer planet, that is Jupiter, and Jupiter is considering to be the largest planet in the solar system, and after the Jupiter there is a Saturn as well, and Saturn is considering to be the second largest after the Jupiter, and along with that there is Uranus and Neptune is there in the solar system. So hope you are clear till here. So in this next video we will discuss down the further part of that chapter, that moon, comets and the satellites as well in the next chapter. Okay, so read the chapter thoroughly till here and watch the part 2 of this video.